Well, this is my first Fish'O'Mania Qualifier of the year. It's Viaduct Fishery. I'm on peg 31 on Middle Lake, which is not a fancy draw. We're not going to win or qualify from here, I don't think. I need a bit of a miracle. I've got an angler either side as well, so I've not got the room or anything either to do that. But I'm going to sit it out. I'm going to fish nice and positive. Going to try and win the section. If I can catch £50, I'll be very, very happy. And I'm going to fish positive and try and catch some big carp. I'm just going to enjoy my day's fishing, really. There's a chance of catching some skimmers, but I don't think I'm going to do any good with those. There's £20 carp in this lake, and so you never quite know. We might catch a few, we might not, but we're going to give it a go and fish nice and positive and give it our best shot. Well, bait wise, I've just gone dead positive. I've got some micros which might come into play. I've got some hard 6mm pellets. I've got corn, and then I've got a tin of 8mm meat and a tin of 7mm meat, and that's all I've got on my side tray. Dead positive, just target carp, and if any bream and skimmers come along on the carp gear, so much the better. But that, when they're as big as they are, 5 bites could win you a section, no problem. So that's the route I'm going to take today. Take no prisoners, and a little bit orangey there. I've just given a bit of a glug of sticky pellets there as well. So I've got a few snacks, but with the coronavirus happening, and the snacks are a little bit on the low side, so I've got to ration those today, I think. And that's it. So let's have a look at my peg. I've got a bush there. I can't get anywhere near that. There's all sorts of underwater branches and things there, so I can't get really near that. But I have plumbed up a swim down the edge, a metre from the bank, which just looks nice and clean, and 2+2. They might come there. You never know. So I'm on the start of a bit of a spit. So it's 16 metres tight across there, and just turn around a little bit, and basically I've got 2 swims plumbed up there, and one at 14 metres. And one short about 2+2, where I might just throw a bit of bait all day, a bit of a throwaway line. There's a really snaggy tree there, so if anything kites to the right, I could be in trouble, and if anything kites to the left and goes around that corner, I'll be in trouble. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it, and then down the edge it's just no depth really. The anglers, you can see the angler there is very, very close. So I've pulled out, you can see all those branches there in the background. I pulled all those out that were in my pallet this morning, and just all around my pallet, so I've had to pull all that out, which is not ideal, but we have had a lot of wind and there's a hell of a lot of trees around this venue. And rig wise, I've just set up 3.3 gram mojos at the moment, all with bulks or strung bulks, all on 020 line. One's got a band for fishing banded pellets, and one's got a straight hook for fishing meat, and I'm fishing 018 to a 14 hook, hopefully, with yellow 14 to 16 slick, and I've got a green for down the edge as well if any edge monsters arrive. And I might just set up one more rig on with 12 to 14 and a 016 hook length and a 16 hook in case it's more of a skimmery sort of day, or the carp are a little bit smaller than expected. But that's it, nice and simple. It's 2.5 foot everywhere. It's a notoriously shallow venue, this place. So yeah, it's 2.5 foot everywhere. Let's have a look, from there to there. So basically one rig can pretty much do it all. So just a few inches variation in depth. So there we are. Right, we've got 5 minutes to go. So I'm quickly going to remake a rig. It was just a little bit short. I like to maximise my times rather than sit there twizzling my thumb. More than that. Biggish loop. Just trim it down. Can't bite line. Just grab the line there and put it on my Dacron. I actually make my own Dacrons. I always have done. It's hard for me to change really from that. It's what you're confident with. I've got more than enough line there. Drop that. Alright, that's that bit done. So I've got 0.3 Mojo, one of my old original ones. 2 silicone rubbers there. Just grab them both, pull them off like that. Thread that one through the eye, nice and easy. I mean, they're two together, so they should all go together in one. No need to pull line for anything. I don't see any need for that. There they are, they're on. Wet the stem, pop it on, pop that one on, push that up a bit. I don't tend to put them right under the float until I know what the depth is going to be. And then I'm using stocks because I'm making the rig up on the bank. I'm going to quickly put half a dozen stocks on, style pincers. I like to put them on the line and push them up, nice and easy. I can actually do it a bit quicker at home, but it's nice and easy to do it quickly on the bank. Nice even pressure from these style pincers. My 0.3 should take about 7 number 10s, maybe 8, but it should be 7 I think. 5, 6, 7. Now that bit of line that I've been pinching them on, I'll get rid of that. So I'll tie the loop above that. This is how I tie a loop. Like that, through once, put it down, moisten, pull tight. There you are, nice figure of 8 loop. Nice and small and neat. Trim that. Trim it into little bits in case it blows away. There you are. There you are, that's the rig ready. I've just got to move the shot to where I want them. Push the float up. Put the hook length on. Rig done. That's a bit long though for me. Don't like long tags. Don't trim them too tight, but that's about right. Lovely. Right, what are we going to put on that? We're going to put on an 016. It's sort of a light carp rig for this venue. 16 to 016. Pop it on, loop to loop. There we are. Oh, it's all in. No rush today. There we are, done. I'm going to start on meat. 8mm cube of meat. Oh, it's not very well hooked yet. That's better. Pop the pot on. Three more cubes of meat and the tiniest pinch of pellets. This is a taster. A bit worried about the silverfish in here with those pellets, so I'm going to start. I can't see me catching short to begin with. Not today. Most venues here, but not here or on this peg. So I'm going to start at 14 metres, which is a full section short of the far bank. Just feels right. I remember where I plumbed up. It level with those daffodils there. There's quite a lot of little roach topping. So I'm just going to, nice and accurate. Just wait a little second. Just lower it in and then hope we catch a 10 pounder first drop. It's definitely going to be a waiting game today. But the best chance of catching is straight away, first hour and last hour. Just try and catch the residents to begin with. But I don't think anyone's going to even frame off this lake today. They'll have to do very well to do that. But you never know. I fished the adjacent lake which joins this lake and I had 3 carp that were all £20 when I qualified. And I had 18 carp for £255 to qualify for the Fish'O. So you never know. just had a fish hit my line and bow wave away. So that's a good sign. 18 minutes for that. The guy on the end peg to my right, he's took the bomb down the arm of that one. And that's it for now. So that's a good sign. That one came into my peg, even though it's not gone down. Setting a little trap again. That one sprung it. Bolted away. Could have been £20. You never know. Shame. Thought that was a carp, the way the bite was. He hasn't been fed much, has he? I should put him out the way. So one reason why I'm fishing 8mm meat is a little bit more selective than 7. But I've got 7 there if skimmers aren't any good. A little bit more in now, there's some skimmers there. Another pinch of micros. Set the trap again. I fish meat here all through the winter, and pellets aren't allowed until this month, I think. So on some of the lakes anyway, so they've seen meat all winter. And we get to the time of year where they start to get a bit of a taste for meat as well. Start building up the reserves ready for spawning. So it's a nice sort of early spring bait. Persevere for another 5 minutes here, I think, and then we'll have a tentative look tight across. Just hope to catch a carp a bit short at first before going where I hope they'll be. Banded 6. That was that 1, 2, 3, 4, 9 pellets. I'm going to do tight across now. The fact that I've caught a skimmer and a rudd on that short line suggests there's quite a few silvers in the peg on 8mm meat. Just carefully ship this out. Hopefully this will be a bit more selective. The liner. Try again. Definitely wasn't a proper bite. So it went sideways and carried on going. You got a strike at it. We spooked a carp, lost the carp, and a skimmer and a roach on 8mm meat. This is fishing the peg. This one's going up the far bank, really undercut. Oh, you're climbing the far bank. very big carp either. Oh, I can't get better up than that. Got my biggest landing net on because there's some monsters in here. Muck on the hook. A bite and some muck. Wind's getting a bit naughty now. Go away, wind. You're joking. Oh, I saw him under the surface. Come on. Just putting an 8mm on now. Because I've just lost that carp. Pinch of 8s and pinch of 6s. That'd be better on 8mm. Just got a feeling these fish are being a bit cute, so I'm just gonna really go down to an 18 to 016. See how we get on. If I start losing them, then I'll just quickly scale back up. But I feel a little bit more confident with that. I'm going to spread these out a little bit as well. I actually just took a shot off as well, just to make this float a little bit more buoyant. And what I'm going to do is push one home under there, so it's a much slower drop now. 10 in this time. I've took a shot off now, just to show quite a lot more bristle. So I'm not going to be striking at liners. If there's 2 or 3 £10 fish there, then we'll know about it. Oh, he's got one next door on the bomb again. Oh, he's right under the far bank. Come away. Come away. Come away. Just wallowed. Go on. Go on. Funny bite that was. In the mouth. Very common. That's it. He's unlocked himself in the net. That's good. Must be £8. Well, I've missed 2 bites and come back with a stick each time, so I'm just going to have a little sneaky look shallow. Probably 8 inches off the deck. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. I'll have a quick look. Nothing down the line. Just see. That'll look you in.
Did you get that last one? How big? 15. Well, that wind's a bit bad, isn't it?
Might have been a group. That's green, that's it, yeah. What's at the bottom? Dive on my peg now. Just what you need. Just come a fraction more. Gone back to my bigger hook. There's fish there, it's annoying. I think the sticks aren't helping in the peg. I've got a fish above them, definitely. Well, he's got 3 for £40 to my right, and he's playing them now as well. I could win the match. Big things as well. Stay on this time. And he's off again, and a big stick. Right. You keep coming back with this. What's all that about then? Foot off the deck. What's the front hook? Rough on a 6mm banded pin. Take it from there. See if it's any cleaner there. I dragged it all over at the start and you just feel bad everywhere, so can't make the most of a bad job really. I don't know how I got him away from the far bank. He wrapped round the branch twice. Looks like a good fish. had this on corn. I had a rod burst drop on it. Oh. Big fish. There's so many sunken branches in this venue. I'm not worried about going into down pallet stick out, so I can go down there. He didn't like that, did he? Okay, nice, and then he's just shot out the side of the lake. Must just wrap round it. Go on, go on. Go on. English one of the lot so far. Nicely up. Normally use a medium grain, but there's a lot of rud and stuff in the pack as well. My chance, that. I looked a bit near his chin. That's my chance. He broke me. Broke me. It's annoying when you do all the hard work, get him away from the far bank, get him half in the landing net, powers off and then breaks you. Everyone I hook is just trying to crawl the far bank. Come on, get a gobful of you. Again. really. We've got an hour and 40 to go, and no one to my left in the main bowler's caught a carp. Got 5 and lost a few, unfortunately. I think he's got 4 or 5 great big ones to my right. And that's it. Can't see anyone else catching. Gutted I lost that one earlier. So a quick look down the edge just to rest my far back as much as anything else. Let's see if anything's going to come there yet. Excited then. We've got nearly 50 minutes to go, and the last 2 hours have been dreadful. No one's catching, basically. Long way to fall in, but at least it's not very deep. Yeah, that's it. That's you. All I can see is you. You've got it the wrong way around. Look at them monitors. Oh, one at the top. What's that, 4 in there?
4, yeah.
Probably £50, isn't it?
What you got?
£40.
What else have you got?
I have 2.
Yeah, okay. No, they're all down there. He's had every single one chucking a bomb down there. They're the proper lads, aren't they?
Kids walked it. Is that it now?
Eh?
Is that it now?
That's it.
No silvers?
Where are you from?
Redditch.
Redditch? Oh, you've got a fair spot there.
I'm a Brumley from Birmingham.
25 pound 9.
25.9?
Oh, I thought they were bigger than that. Well done. You'll win the section anyway.
What did you have?
40, 41.
5 little ones. What's that, 6 for 67? Well done.
Well, I finally edited that video. It's a good few weeks after the event now. We're on lockdown now, and that was, I didn't know at the time, but that was my very, very last match before the big lockdown. And to be fair, it was quite a somber match. It was everyone could tell it was a strange match. People could just tell that something was going to happen, and something big was going on. So it was a rolling draw in the morning. So there was no sort of banter in the morning. You went in, someone drew your peg, told you, all right, you're on that peg, and that's it. That's sort of, and by the time I'd got there, at least half the field were already on their pegs tackling up. It's a good 2-hour trip for me, and I knew it was a rolling draw, so I wasn't in any rush to get there. I got there just before 9, and I was ready well in time for 11. But so it was a rolling draw. Most people were at the pegs, and also after the match, we were told no hanging around unless you thought you picked up some money. Everyone keep the distance, this, that, and the other. Just go straight home after the match, and it was just a really strange match. So the banter wasn't there. In my little area, we had a bit of a laugh, we had a bit of a chat and everything, but you could just tell it wasn't quite the normal atmosphere for a match of that magnitude, really. So plus I didn't draw very well, simple as that. You was never going to win off Spring or Middle or Lodge or Match Lake or any of those lakes. You had to draw Campbell. We all knew that. Carey sometimes has a chance, but and John Hannam won the match. He did really, really well. £161 off peg 113, I think, and second place was on the next peg to him. But I must say, John, just a few days later, qualified for another big final, again on Campbell, but to win 2 qualifiers in less than a week is phenomenal fishing, so well done, John. But down our end of the lake, we was only ever fishing for a section, and after the match, when I walked down and saw how much room Philip had, I could tell why he was going to catch and why he should have won the section, why he did win the section. He'd had 6 big kippers for £67. I worked out they must have averaged about £11 a piece, although he's had some bigger than that, all on a bomb and pellet, and just chucking, like, 1 or 2 pegs down out the way in the quiet water, really. And where I was, what have I had? I've had 5 and some silvers for £41. They're about £7 a piece, I reckon. So not really the stamp you wanted. But the next peg to my left had £11, and then no one in all those pegs in the main bowl to my left caught a carp that I'm aware of. So I assume I'm second in section, but disappointingly they put all the sheets up, so we knew who'd drawn where. And they said they're going to put the results up later on the Angling Trust Competitions website, but that's not happened, so we've not seen any results. They just put a picture of the winner and the winning weight. The Viaduct Fishery match page showed the top 6 results, but other than that, no one really knows who caught what, so, because we weren't allowed to hang around or chat to anyone. So, could I have caught more? Yeah, I definitely could have caught enough to win the section. £67 was well within reach. I've lost 2 or 3 carp. I think a couple of the fish that I thought originally were carp were big branches coming back, and they were coming off, and that was probably branches. I've hooked no end of branches, and I just think that's the problem. If your bait's on the bottom and they want to feed on the bottom, and there's branches sticking up, they have to go around and then swim over it and go back down. So if your hook bait's there and they're swimming over a branch that's sticking up a foot off the bottom, then you're always going to foul hook an odd fish. And I think I've pricked a couple of fish that way at least. I think one might have just come off, and I've definitely think a couple have gone, oh, that's the fish. Oh no, it's off, and I'm sure there were just big branches coming towards me, and then the hook just pulling. So the fact that I've come back with little bits of twig and that several times and stuff proves that. And I think I should have just fished tight across within a metre of that far bank all day. It's definitely sort of a through route there. Them carp are going to patrol that, and it was undercut as well, and I was probably that far short of the far bank, wherever I could go. It's a 16-metre limit and an Angling Trust match, and I just needed that much extra pole actually just to get really tight in, because I'm convinced it was undercut. So I think they know how to. I think if we could put a camera down there, you see how tight under that far bank they were going up and down. I'm sure it'd have been an eye opener, but. Maybe I could have dobbed bread all day or dobbed meat or something off the deck and just dropped it in holes all day. They did come to bait. I think banded pellets although they kind of came in or were interested in it, I caught some roach and stuff on it as well, and skimmers on hard 6mm and 8mm pellets and things. I think it left too much hook exposed for the amount of foliage and rubbish on the bottom, and burying the hook inside meat or corn felt a bit better, even though it's obviously you got to strike through it at 16 metres, come all the way back at 16 metres. It was a hard work peg, hard work day. Realistically, top 2 in section was all I was ever going to get. I could have won the section, but could I have framed? Absolutely not. I don't think anyone on our lake had a chance of framing really on the day. But you know, it's always on the day. You just know. So you go to Viaduct. I still think Viaduct's a fantastic venue. Love going there. Still enjoyed it. Still caught a few carp, more than quite a lot of people around me did. So it's nice to get your elastic stretch. You never quite know what you're going to hook there. But yes, you need to draw on Campbell, sometimes Carey, sometimes some of the other lakes have a chance in the past, but generally Campbell is just running away with it on all these big matches now, and that's the place where everyone dreams of going, you know. So, and if you draw on there, I don't know how many anglers would have been on there, but maybe 15-20 anglers on there, so you've got, you know, 20 anglers all in with a chance if they draw on that lake. And that's why we travel all this way for that little sort of pot dip into the golden bag and see if you can draw on a lake where you know you've got a chance. But that's what you do. This is what these qualifiers are about. But there you go. It was an interesting day. It was certainly not my best ever performance, and certainly not my best ever match. But it's at least I caught a few fish on my very, very last match before the big lockdown, and it's anyone's guess as to when we'll be back out fishing. Oh, and who we got here? Hey, who's that there? Is that Daddy?
Not me.
That's you, yeah. It's Katie and Daddy.
Mummy.
Yeah, Mummy's outside, and we're on proper lockdown, aren't we? So you're not in nursery.
That's Play-Doh.
Well, that's not Play-Doh, no, that's some feeders. Do you want to play with some feeders?
Yeah.
Yeah. Stay safe, everyone. Go on in, let's go for a play.